he's gonna make us laugh or something? No? Nothing? No pressure?
Okay, cool. Yeah, give it up for Dylan playing Dylan. And that's gonna be the funniest joke of the night. No. I haven't been here for 2 weeks because I've been off in Ecuador. It's on that map over there if you are an American or ignorant to geography. It's in South America. It's a country where they speak Spanish. It's a great place. I left for 2 weeks so that I could hopefully come back here funnier, only to find out that my comedy is a lot more like water than it is wine. It doesn't age very well. It kind of just sits there and doesn't do anything. Which it would require a miracle from Christ to change it into what it's supposed to be. Good, that one kind of worked. It's just you guys.
That took a second.
Yeah, there was a long pause on that one. But now you guys understand. I think way further than I can talk, and you guys think way slower than I can. Yeah, you got that one immediately. Everyone else is just like, I think it's funny, I heard laughter. No, Ecuador, a great country. I went there for 2 weeks expecting to have a great time, come back with a wife, a new family, because the people over there are gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But all I came back with was the runs, so that's been an interesting week. Yeah, why are you clapping for that? It's terrible. Yeah. Also known as the Hershey Squirts. Don't know if you heard that one before. No, it was good. It was a great time. They, in order to get to where I was, it's called Cuenca. It's in a bowl. Like there are mountains around it, and it's literally in the bowl of the mountain. So you have to fly a plane in there. But the tarmac is so short that when it rains, they don't want anyone landing on it because you could die. That's pretty much it. So we weren't able to. Are you laughing at that? It looked like you were stifling a laugh when I said people could die. Just wanted to point that out. Aubrey, not saying any names. So you have to fly to a different airport on the coast and drive through the mountains. Now, people over there, they drive a little differently than they do here in the States. They believe that they're playing a real-life game of Mario Kart. For you old people, it's a video game in which there are no rules for how you drive. Which was that?
Bite your tongue for that.
I'm sorry. You know Mario Kart? Did I say old people? Wow. Way to alienate half my audience. Dear wonderfully gifted wise people. Is that better? Okay. Wait a minute. Wonderfully gifted wise people. So it's super dangerous, right? It's a 2-lane highway going up and down a mountain. You pass when you need to pass. Terrifying. There's one gas station before you start going through the mountains, and you take like a 2-hour trip to the other side. And we go into this gas station, we all go to the bathroom, and I immediately step into the bathroom, and there's some dude at the sink washing a chicken. Legitimately in the sink with a live chicken, washing the chicken. Because that's culturally acceptable over there. Now, they're all very short people as well, so there weren't very many roller coasters to ride. They couldn't get on them. I'm trying to think of what else in my experience. That's what I was there for. I forgot to tell you guys. I was an associate producer of a television show pilot being shot for hopefully Travel Channel if they sell it. So that means I'll have a job, That's something comedians don't have. No, it was great. There were 6 people, all very young people, and they do this thing called woofing. It's worldwide opportunities on organic farms. So you sign up to woof, you farm wherever you want, and you work with these people. So we worked in cacao fields where we dried out cacao beans, which is what makes your chocolate. So before you get the beans, they're in this little fruit that you can stick in your mouth. You can suck on the fruit. It tastes pretty good. So we were doing that and then spitting them into the bucket. So you all might have some chocolate that was in my mouth first eventually. Gross? What do you mean gross? This is a very clean mouth. I Listerine it daily. Gross. Hurt my feelings. Well, I did hurt yours originally. No, it's okay. I apologize for calling you guys the thing that I won't. No, so it was great. We had to work a lot, up early, up late, working a lot during the day. There was one point where there are tons of iguanas in the trees. It was a really cool sight. And we're walking along a path, and out of nowhere, my producer looks to his side and looks at the ground and then yells, "Run." We don't know what he's yelling for, but we all split, and the moment we do, there's an iguana that's just pooping on all of us from above. That was fantastic. I did stand up for them, And I got about the same response that I'm getting now because of the Spanish translation. They didn't really laugh at too much of it. But the owner of the farm, he spoke a lot of English. His name was Fabrizio, and he really, really liked my Bigfoot joke. That was his favorite one. He just didn't understand what the word cryptozoology meant. Do you guys remember my Bigfoot joke?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. How many of you do not remember my Bigfoot joke? Okay, all right, what time am I at on the recording?
5:18.
Cool, I got time to tell it. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell it. This was his favorite joke, and then it leads into something that he explained to me, and I'm gonna try to impersonate him and see if you guys laugh at it. So there's a huge issue with our nation that a lot of us have not been addressing. We haven't been discussing very much, and it's an issue with cryptozoology. It's a very serious thing. Most of you don't know about it because it's not talked about in the news. They'd rather talk about things like, I don't know, presidential elections or something stupid like that. So I'm going to discuss cryptozoology with you all. Now there's a problem. We've had Bigfoot running around for so many years and no one's caught him. We've got these 50-year-old dudes, you know, they can't catch a big ape. 12-year-old me knew exactly what to do. Basket of bananas. You stick it out in front of this guy, he's gonna waltz right out just like you're his friend. Boom, you caught Bigfoot. Because last I checked, when someone chases you around with a gun, you don't think, oh, maybe they just want to stop and talk. So there we go. 12-year-old me, 1. 50-year-old cryptozoologist, 0. Next item on the list, the Loch Ness Monster. I've already said the problem, and most of you probably don't even notice it. We're calling him a monster. That hurts his feelings, people. Just like when I referred to you all as old people. You didn't like that. He doesn't like being called monster. It's the same thing. So here's what we do. We set up a parade, maybe a press conference. Give him an award at the end of the night. Call him the Loch Ness Guardian. He'll come up right on out of that water, and we've caught him. It's simple. It's real easy. We do the same thing with politicians, and they just are the closest things to monsters we have. So there we go. 50-year-old cryptozoologist, 0. 12-year-old me, 2. Now the last item on the docket, chupacabra. When I said this in Ecuador, they knew exactly what I was talking about. When I say this here, I just get blank stares. Chupacabra. It's a creature in Latin America that attacks cattle and sucks blood out of them, kills them immediately, but it needs it to survive, right? So they've been crossing the border of Mexico into Texas lately and been killing a lot of cattle. So here's how we solve the problem. We build a wall, and we make the chupacabra build that wall. 50-year-old cryptozoologist, 0. 12-year-old me, 2. Donald Trump, 1. So that joke, his name was Fabrizio, he absolutely loved it. He was laughing. Has no idea what cryptozoology means because it doesn't directly translate to his language. So later on I get to have a conversation about it with him, and he's like, oh, you're talking about the people who discover the creatures that are there, and oh man, I have a good story for you. So the people on my farm, they're absolutely scared of Tintin. It's like they're scared of what? Tintin. So Tintin. Oh, not just Tintin, but the esposa and hijo, the little niño of the Tintin. Oh, so you're saying they're afraid of Tintin, his wife, and Tintin's son. Yes, because if you're in the woods and you hear the screaming child, you know Tintin, he's gonna come and get you. Okay, well explain to me, what is this Tintin? You're never gonna believe this, okay? Listen, okay, here's what he is. He's a man who walks backwards. So that's it? That's the whole thing they're afraid of? Oh yes, it's just the Tintin. He walks backwards. He comes at you, hands like this. Ah! That's Tintin. But everyone here scared out of their minds. You could have a security guard. He's got the pump action shotgun. Real simple, very protected. All of Genghis Khan's army comes. He just screams, I'm gonna kill you all! But the moment you have Tintin chase him, he's like, take my gun. I don't want to die and go to there. But it's easy to get Tintin. He walks backwards. He doesn't see which direction he goes. You just right in the head. Tintin done. I don't know why these people are afraid of him. That was my Fabrizio impression. You didn't laugh, so I will remember that. Yeah, Ecuador was great. I wanted to get up here and see if that would work. Can we all agree that it did not?
I like the part about you.
You like the part about me pooping. I know, no, it's okay to love me. See, most of comedy is getting up, realizing you suck, getting back down, and one day being good. And I live for that one day, you know?
Yeah.
I'm hoping to at least have enough money to support a cocaine addiction. I don't want one, I just want enough money to afford one. That's it. Because if I can afford one, then I can like pay college bills or something. Which that was a waste of time for a comedian. Knowledge doesn't help me. Ow! Wow! Man! There was some hot fire over there. Hey, you could have said that if you caught the first joke on time.
I did.
The first one, not the second one.
No, I was there.
Are we arguing? She has stolen my spotlight. This is how great I am at what I do. Guys, you are more interested in the lady without the microphone than myself. But it's okay.
She's better looking than you are.
Wow! She's better looking than me. Man, you guys sound a lot like my parents. Bringing back memories from childhood. Okay, I believe I have one more joke for you all. And then after that, I will leave you alone. I promise. Or I will stay up here forever and torture you until the day you die. No. Good luck. It's going great so far. Why quit while I'm behind? No, I've never been really good at relationships. Some people would say I don't know, suck at them because I'm so bad, and they usually leave. My relationships actually are a lot like boomerangs. I can't get either of them to come back. Have a great night, guys. We're done.